What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll show them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound. And the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my AI co-host, and we dive into a wide range of topics in short form videos just like these. So check it out. Links in the description below, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, we have the stats on the upcoming auction promo card. Now, this is separate from the Hall of Legends cards. There's going to be 10 of them total, right? We're in phase 2 right now. This is a separate and 11th promo card that is going to be available only as a maxed copy and only as for like 100 days. There's only going to be 100 of them available, one per day over the course of 100 days. Meet Heloise the Hollow. Now, I don't know if this is because it's like close to Halloween, and we actually don't even know when the actual thing is going to go live, when the auction is going to go live. I believe that they said they're trying to get everything up and running by October 29th, that release window or that maintenance window. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go live on the 29th, because as you've seen with the Hall of Legends, they'll come in and usually do some kind of countdown page. But that does mean that it could be coming and should be coming in the relatively near future. So let's dive into Heloise the Hollow's stats here, right? I guess in celebration of Halloween, since maybe it'll be coming out around that time. You got 9 mana, which is not a giant, but still a hefty amount. It is a dual element unit, right? So both death and earth, so an interesting combination there. You have 8 damage, which is significant, especially when you consider that amount of mana. 3 speed, so decent speed, and 7 health. Not a chunker, but at the same time, not going to get knocked out with a single hit, hopefully, right? No armor. Where this card gets interesting is 2 brand new abilities that are available to it. So it's got 4 abilities in total, and you'll recognize the first. So you got Taunt here and Opportunity. For people who are not familiar, Taunt means everybody on the opponent's team is trying to attack you, unless of course they have Scattershot, which means it's random. Opportunity is for her; she gets to attack whoever the weakest person is. Now, looking at Taunt, and I'm going to try and do my best Nate impression, right? Like, why would you guys, why would you be happy if if this unit had Taunt? It's such a powerful thing. Why do you want it to get hit? Well, that's where these 2 abilities come in. And I hope that I'm remembering the names and abilities exactly. So, forgive me if I miss a couple things here. But the first one is called Spite. This little one with a skeleton on it is called Spite. Anytime a unit kills her, right, she gets a 100% retaliate on that unit, meaning she is going to immediately do 8 damage to that unit right away. On top of that, all right, if that wasn't good enough, this second ability here that kind of looks like a rebirth is called Soul Siphon. And essentially what ends up happening is if you have, for any like non-weary unit that you have, and right now I think there's only one unit that comes with weary, that's the epic neutral card, the 1 mana card. Actually, there might be a couple of others, but that's the one that I use frequently. But any non-weary unit that you have, it's going to reduce that unit's health by half, and then bring back half of her health. So she's not even coming back at 1 health. She'll be at 3 or 4, or if there's other things that increase her overall health, it might be even higher than that. And the best part about this is that it doesn't just happen once. Rebirth, it only happens once. This can go for as many times as you don't have weary units. So I believe that, as Nate said, one of the side effects, right? So when she siphons the soul of one of her allies, that unit does get weary, right? And for anybody unfamiliar, weary just means there's like a 50% chance, or I forgot what it is. I think it starts at like 20% or 30% chance, and it increases every turn of them getting exhausted and not actually doing or partaking in their turn. So when you think about it, if you put her with 5 just normal units and they're all still alive because, everything's getting taunted and all the damage is coming to her, she can essentially rebirth herself 5 times. And before that, she's going to be doing 8 damage guaranteed to each of those other units anytime that happens. Now, the only thing that's missing here is Pierce, and I don't know of a way to give her Pierce because the only summoners that I know are Fire that have that Pierce ability. But if you could give her Pierce, oh my goodness, this would be game over. I guess Force Field would be a solid option as well. But it's an interesting card. It's powerful, but not not insurmountable, as I was saying earlier, right? She can't break through armor. She can't break through force field. So it's definitely an interesting card to have. And I think there's going to be some fun combos that people will be able to put with it. But I don't know. I'm very curious to get your thoughts on this. Again, we don't know the cost, or at least the baseline cost for this is going to be an auction promo. So, we'll see just what the appetite is like. But I can imagine this is probably, at least for some of the folks out there, they're going to be buying this card heavy and probably paying a premium to have one of the first, or have it first available. Now, the only thing I wish was the case here, and they didn't announce it, and I don't think that there's any way that they can actually put it in, but it would be so cool, in my opinion, similar to Rooney, if they could have it where like there was just a simple number on the card, right? So somewhere like in the top corner or the right or whatever, or if she was wearing a number on her sleeve or a tattoo, it had it so that you knew what card you had. Meaning, if you had 001, right? That would be awesome. Like you would have the first copy of this card, meaning that you bought the card that was purchased and put for auction on the first day. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't know how difficult that would be to build in. But it would have been really cool and something unique like Rooney. Again, the card stats don't change. The card art doesn't change. It's not like anything fancy. It's just simply a different number on it. But again, that might be too much to ask. If they ever do something like this in the future, I hope that they can do that. But the stats overall are pretty cool, and the new abilities are fascinating as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.